Then they said toilet tax nahi lagega. It happened on the same day. So the reports when they came out, the first part came, the cancellation or the partial rollback did not come. The notification had stated that those who use water from their own source and use only sewage connection from the government department must pay this charge every month. And the Jal Shakti department of the Himachal Pradesh government said an objection was lodged on behalf of the Deputy Chief Minister and the notification was then withdrawn. That was the clarification. The Jal Shakti department of Himachal Pradesh government further said that sewerage charges were already being collected in Shimla. In some cases, this applied to hotels and certain institutions. The BJP mounted an attack on the Congress, taking to X the platform. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said, unbelievable if true, whilst the PM built Swachhata as a people's movement and 11 crore plus toilets have been built across the country, the Congress is taxing people for toilets. Shame that they didn't provide good sanitation during their time, but this step will shame the country. BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla also it out, calling it the zenith of this entire khatakhat model. आपको ये मिलेगा खटाखट, वो मिलेगा खटाखट, पर अब सब जगह टैक्स लगेगा खटाखट. That was the jibe that came from the BJP. Let's go खटाखट to our two panelists and get into the debate straight away. Shazia Elmi, national spokesperson of the BJP, and Tehseen Poonawalla joining us. Namaste and Jai Hind to the lady and the gentleman.
Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Let's just quickly listen into some of the reactions and then we'll start the debate.
देखिए अभी तक तो कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है और कहाँ से ये खबरें लाते हैं. देश की वित्त मंत्री है, कौन सी नोटिफिकेशन को बात कर रहे हैं. कम से कम नोटिफिकेशन अपने ट्वीट करके देखना तो चाहिए. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है हिमाचल प्रदेश में और जो बात वो दिखा रहे हैं पता नहीं किस नोटिफिकेशन को दिखा रहे हैं. किसी भी एक्स्ट्रा टॉयलेट सीट पर कोई सेस नहीं लगाएगा.
आज हिमाचल 100% ओपन डेफिकेशन फ्री हो गया है और मुझे बड़ा आश्चर्य लगा यार सुबह सुनने को मिला कि सुक्खू जी को देखो उसने टॉयलेट पर भी टैक्स लगा दिया. इस सरकार की मति भ्रष्ट हो गई, बुद्धि भ्रष्ट हो.
जैसे ही ये नोटिफिकेशन कर दी गई, जब फाइल उनको बाद में जो है माननीय उप मुख्यमंत्री में साहब को ये फाइल गई तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये टॉयलेट वाला जो है देखने में ठीक नहीं लगता है और इसको विड्रॉ कर लिया गया.
जो शौचालय की सीट पर टैक्स लगाती है ये राहुल गांधी के विकास का मॉडल है जो सुखविंदर सुक्खू जी हिमाचल में लागू कर रहे हैं. ये इनके फर्जी फॉर्म भरवाकर आपकी जेब से पैसे निकालने का मॉडल कांग्रेस का है जो हिमाचल प्रदेश की जनता की जेब से पैसे निकाल रहे हैं.
Dive in Tehseen Poonawalla, Shazia Elmi. Tehseen, are you there? Or we'll get him back in just a bit. But Shazia Elmi, now they have cancelled the order, so there is no toilet tax. So what's the whole debate about it?
You know, the very fact that Himachal Pradesh has been going through such a huge fiscal deficit and crisis one after the other, so much so that they also had to delay the salaries to be given to government officers and other salaried employees of the government. Can you imagine all the promises that were made before the elections? None of them have been kept. So much so that do you remember this toilet tax comes later, but before that they had announced that they would actually have electricity, free electricity up to a certain point, and subsidy will be given to all. But can I tell you that they have refused that also, and they said subsidy over electricity will be taken back for those who are taxpayers. Now it's all very easy to say this khatakhat politics, that we'll give this or 6,000 aa jayenge or 60,000 aa jayenge. So much so that last time when Rahul Gandhi said it and after the elections, there were women in UP and in front of Congress offices asking for that amount of money. So you can't lie to people so blatantly, knowing very well. And now what do they say? Oh, BJP before us had emptied the financial coffers. So if you already knew that and if it's already there, why on earth did you promise this? So it's one thing to have pre-budgetary allocations and something that you've thought of and something that you've planned is planned expenditure. And one thing is to say, "Arey, sab mil jayega free mein, aa jao, sab kudo." So this is what toilet tax is being talked about, electricity subsidy has been withdrawn, they don't have money to pay the taxes. The same thing is happening in Punjab. Next month you'll be doing a show on this, I'm giving it to you writing because I follow it. So it's quite sad. I mean, this is just lying to the people constantly. Jhoot.
So
ये झूठ
whenever
और फरेब की politics.
whenever we, if and when we do this debate on Punjab, again Tehseen and Shazia ji, we'll invite you back. But Tehseen, what's happening in
Yes,
Himachal?
yes.
Himachal was supposed to be the governance model. This is where the entire OPS, old pension scheme game gambit had started. So now they are saying पैसे ही नहीं है भाई, salary भी नहीं दे सकते, अब कहा है कि पॉलिटिक्स नहीं कर सकते. Then they said, oh, we can't do this, let's take it back.
Thank you, Anand, for having me on the show at the onset. Shubh Navratri to you, your family members, and to all the viewers of your show. 2 or 3 things. I'm astounded that in such a pious festival time, how much lies the Bharatiya Jhutha party spreads. It's almost like diarrhea that is spread all across. No wonder that they have nothing else to say. This should be flushed down the toilet. Number 1. There is no such notification. 21st September, there was a notification for government pursual. The government rejected it. Even that, I can bet you, the Honorable Finance Minister or the BJP spokesperson didn't read that notification. It wasn't for the common citizens. Basically, that notification said that, listen, if you're using, if you're not recycling that water, there will be a connection for a toilet. This is for corporates and hotels. That was also withdrawn. So that was not to be put in. Number 3, she spoke about freebies. It is the BJP that promised a free water connection in Himachal. The BJP, not the Congress. The Congress manifesto did. The BJP did. The Congress is charging 100 rupees per household because sewage is important and Himachal is an eco-sensitive area. 4th, she spoke about OPS bankrupting the state. OPS actually hasn't bankrupted because we have just little bit of research. It's just the first line of Google research. The OPS scheme was valid till 2003. So those who took the new financial scheme and came back to the new pension scheme and came back to the OPS scheme after 2003, because now it's come in retrospectively, will only get the pension in 2034. But you come on national TV and you make up stories about it. Last, I'm going to quote a gentleman. I want to know who this gentleman is. If the BJP spokesperson can say, the gentleman says, as per the 15th Finance Commission, the revenue deficit grant to Himachal Pradesh is over 2,000 crores. The protected revenue, which is the right of Himachal Pradesh, 7,000 crores will not be given, and the GST compensation will be withdrawn after June 2022. Therefore, I urge Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am to give it. You know this gentleman, Jairam Thakur, the Chief Minister, BJP Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. You bankrupted the state. Your Chief Minister went to Nirmala Sitharaman with this. And I'm quoting CNN News 18. And you dare come here and say that the Congress did it?
Can I answer?
Acha, one thing before Shazia,
don't change the topic. I have to answer.
Okay, please answer.
I have to answer. I'll stick to the topic. I'll talk about other things.
Yeah.
So the report. So let me tell you, there was a notification. So don't say it wasn't there. There was an actual real notification which was later withdrawn after a few clarifications.
I said that.
No. So Tehseen, what does the notification say? So why was it taken? Why was it there in the first place?
Because it didn't have to go to the public.
Within 5 hours, this was taken back.
The notification was already made public.
No, it went to the public. There was a notification. Yes, it was made public. That's why there was an uproar, which is why they took it back. And what did the notification say? And let me read it out to you. With as much, the Sukhu government issued a notification on Thursday to charge water and sewerage bill from the residents and said the toilet tax would be 25% per house. And later it was clarified and a notification was withdrawn, but the Deputy CM said it doesn't look all right. So obviously it didn't look all right, and that's why he took it back. It was made public, it was issued, there was a proper circular by the gazetted officer, and it went around when people protested, and when BJP spoke and other normal citizens protested, you took it back. But the fact was that you were forced to do it. Your hand was forced only because of financial difficulties.
There was a notification and it was withdrawn on the same day. So that is one part. But the fact is, Tehseen Poonawalla, Sukhvinder Sukhu did not know. Sukhvinder Sukhu did not know about the 2 notifications. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'll tell you.
One minute. You said about Nirmala Sitharaman, JP Nadda, or any of these people not knowing about the second notification. I am saying the state's chief minister also did not know. Till the time the Jal Shakti Mantri came and made the announcement, the state's chief minister did not know, because in the morning when he issued a clarification, what he said is, ये क्या notification की बात कर रहे हैं, ऐसा कोई notification नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है हिमाचल में. That's what he said. He didn't at that time say कि भाई एक notification निकला था और हमारे deputy chief minister ने उसको हटवा दिया था और उसके बाद हमने कह दिया कि भाई ये नहीं होगा. उन्होंने तो ये बोला ही नहीं. तो assumption is कि उनको पता ही नहीं था.
No, that's a wrong assumption. I'll tell you what happened. this was made by some. You're right on this part, Anand. You're absolutely right. A notification was issued. Obviously, this was a corporate. This was issued, and then before it went public, this happened before. This is 21st September. How is the issue today? Before it went public, the deputy CM, when it reached his office, he said, "I'm not even sending this to the CM. This is what toilet paper. Throw it away." Therefore, the CM was surprised. He said, "What the hell is this?" So
I know you have taken certain exercises on screenplay and dramatization and all of that, but this is your addition, sir.
But I'm doing a good job of it.
I'm just telling you that this doesn't fit the screenplay because the notification has come from the same additional chief secretary. The signatory on that is the same additional chief secretary, Mr. Sharma. So the notification did become
Yeah, but it
public.
didn't go to CM office. It was withdrawn.
अरे सर पॉइंट इज कि स्टेट में डिप्टी सीएम ने कुछ नहीं किया, उन्होंने चेंज करवाया तो सीएम को पता ही नहीं। सुबह जब ये बवाल
हाँ,
कटा,
तो निकाल दिया
when
ना,
he
CM
came
का पहुंचा ही
when he
नहीं,
came
वो
for
तो
the
बताओ।
first clarification also he had not been briefed. That's what I'm
Exactly, so useless.
and not
That's worthless as toilet paper.
no. Well
क्या करना है उसका?
well tried, but this is one that you cannot defend. But the other thing, Shazia Almi, is the charge is that the state of Himachal Pradesh was bankrupted by the BJP. That's the other charge that Sukhvinder Sukhu also said. कि इन्होंने तो
I
फ्री
said
में दे
that.
दिया, 5,000 करोड़
Yes,
रुपए सब
I
फ्री कर
thought-
दिया, बिजली भी फ्री कर दिया, हम कहाँ से दें? हमने 100 रुपए लगाने पड़े, हम क्योंकि हमारे पास कहाँ से देंगे हम फ्री?
You know, I preempted it, and which is why I already said all of these things. So this is what they said when they got into power. It's a very small, less than 1% margin with how in Himachal Pradesh Congress won over BJP. But these were the promises on the basis of which they came to power. Now, what is the need for Sukhvinder Sukhu ji to review all the subsidies? When you promise your subsidies, just like Rahul Gandhi, Allah Khatakhat of Rahul Gandhi, then I'm sure you've thought of something, right? Or is it just fooling the people, hoodwinking them into saying they'll be given all of this without actually any understanding of the economic burden or
My point is-
necessities
my-
needed
Just one
to
second.
implement it? So I don't get it.
1 second. I'll make her get it.
Now they're looking at deferring drawing salaries and allowances for the next 2 months. And you know, if you see the revenue deficit grant, it has been reduced by 1,800 crores, and it is 6,258 crores in the fiscal year. That's what they say. But they are blaming the BJP. But when they came to power,
Okay,
they
I
knew
just-
exactly what the fiscal position was. On that basis, they could have calculated and figured out as to how they will increase the tax or increase productivity or have other sources of income generation or tax generation which would help them implement the subsidies. No,
Right.
none of those things were done.
Okay.
But
May I just
subsidies
make two
were
points?
given.
I
Now
want to
we
say
can't
something,
go
but
on
we'll
any
say it
further.
towards the end of the
It's very
debate.
basic.
Yes, Tehseen, respond. Yeah.
I am so impressed by Shazia ji. I'm so impressed. She actually turned around my argument and used it on me. Yes, there is a revenue deficient grant to Himachal Pradesh of about 2,000
I'm
crore
smart,
rupees.
you know, Tehseen, you've always
Of
known
course
it.
you are. Therefore, you're a BJP spokesperson. You are smart, and I compliment you on that. You do deserve it. But there is a revenue deficient grant of 2,000 crore rupees. This is not just Sukhu ji.
But you are smart, why are you a Congress spokesperson?
Because then who will come on Anand's show if I also join?
No.
So we have to.
That you don't need to. That you don't need to worry. That you don't need to worry. What I am trying to say is that if you are increasingly finding it difficult to sometimes defend the indefensible,
I am not.
then don't defend it. But
No,
Tehseen,
I'm
I'll tell
not,
you
I'm
what.
not.
2014.
But allow me to make these points.
See,
Just allow me these points.
See,
Just
2014.
10 seconds.
10
Just 10 seconds. Okay, just 10. Then I know the point you're making, but just 10 seconds. See, she's right. There's a revenue deficient grant of 2,000 crore rupees. Even Jairam Thakur ji is saying this. This has happened since the BJP has come to power. Himachal has been wronged. Now, protected revenue of 7,000 crore rupees is pending, and 3,500 crore rupees of GST compensation since June 2022. Totally, you owe me about 11,000 crores. If you give me, I won't have any hassles.
No, but
and no, salaries are not
point
going to
is-
be delayed.
No.
Salaries are not going to be delayed.
One minute.
Salaries are paid on 5th.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Is the same bank from which you are drawing salary to which you are paying EMI. Okay, so
No.
1 minute. Hear
No,
me.
that is the government has to give, not the
Tehseen,
central
hear me.
government
Tehseen,
funds.
hear me out.
Sure.
Your salary is 11,000 crore, but your EMI is 14,000 crore. So there will be no salary, sir. You're getting me?
Salary is not deviate.
No. Please understand. I'm giving a very simple example to you.
Correct.
If your salary is 1 lakh rupees and your EMI is 1,20,000 rupees, then you will not get a salary from the same bank, because the bank will say, I'll first hold the 1 lakh rupees against your EMI of 1,20,000.
That's not true.
That's what is happening with a lot of these states.
No, that's not true.
That's what,
not true.
because
BJP owes me 11,000 crore rupees.
No. See, point is, if states have a revenue deficit, then they cannot go out and promise more revenue. Clear. So then don't follow the revenue politics on states which already are bankrupt.
1 second.
See, but I have to wind up this debate and we have to move on to the next story. I just want to say, in 2014, I remember a defense minister said, we've got no money, no budgets, can't buy aircraft, can't buy ships, can't buy anything. Okay, 2024, the story is different. There were PSUs which said, we got no money, we don't know. Even defense manufacturers were in the red, and there was a huge controversy created. Today they are one of the star blue chips among PSUs. So some people have mastered the art of from zero to adding a 1 before the zeros. Others are saying, we have got only zeros, so we'll tax the people more to add to some more zeros. So I'm just saying that governance is not easy, and promising revenues is not easy. Mr. Sukhvinder Singh first did not know that this tax had happened, something like this had happened in his government. Secondly, taxing your way out and taxing the Aam Aadmi out to try and get out of a hole of revenue deficits is not the answer. And that's not good governance. That's what I was trying to say, underline that. Yes, I've got to move on. I request our guests to stay on. On the 1st of October, the Delhi police caught 22 cartons which had 560 kilograms of cocaine and 40 kilograms of hydroponic marijuana, cumulatively estimated to be worth over 5,620 crore rupees. Perhaps the biggest haul in recent times of cocaine in such a huge quantity. The cops revealed the mastermind's name as Tushar Goyal. Goyal was a member of the Congress party sometime back in 2022. He was chairman of the RTI cell of the party's Delhi state unit until 2022. His social media profile still says RTI cell chairman, Delhi Pradesh Congress. However, the Indian Youth Congress said Tushar Goyal, the suspected kingpin, was expelled from the organization on the 17th of October 2022 for anti-party activities. Now, apart from Goyal, the special cell on Wednesday arrested 4 people: Himanshu Kumar, Aurangzeb Siddiqui, Bharat Kumar Jain from Mumbai, Aurangzeb Siddiqui from Delhi, Himanshu Kumar also from Delhi. So these are 3, and confiscated the consignment weighing over 602 kilograms, which were kept in sacks inside a godown. The BJP has claimed that the arrested kingpin is one of the largest drug busts in the national capital and is linked to the Congress party. They alleged that the arrested suspect is the chairman of the Delhi Youth Congress RTI cell. In response, the youth wing of the National Congress, Indian National Congress, strongly denied these allegations, saying that the BJP is misleading the public with lies and deception. The IYC has also accused the BJP of trying to tarnish its image and that of the Congress leaders in a bid to influence the soon-to-be polled Haryana Assembly elections that will happen on the 5th of October. In a post on X earlier in the day, Amit Shah, the Union Home Minister, said Congress wants to push youth into drugs, but his government has pledged to make India a drug-free country. While on one hand, Modi government is adopting a zero-tolerance policy for a drug-free India, the involvement of a prominent Congress leader in the 5,600 plus crore drug consignment seized from North India is extremely dangerous and shameful. Everyone has seen the plight of youth in Punjab, Haryana and entire North India due to drugs during the rule of the Congress. While the Modi government is taking the youth towards sports, education and innovation, the Congress wants to take them into the dark world of drugs. The sin of Congress leaders of using their political influence to push youth into the quagmire of drugs will never be allowed to be fulfilled by the Modi government. Our government is determined to make India a drug-free country by destroying the entire drug network without looking at the political position or stature of the drug dealers. This is what Amit Shah had posted on X, and he also spoke about it. Listen.
दिल्ली में 5,600 करोड़ का ड्रग्स पकड़ा गया। अंतर ये आया मित्रों, परसों जब ड्रग पकड़ा गया और ड्रग का कारोबार कौन कर रहा है, इसकी तह तक जाने का तय किया, और जो पकड़ा गया वो मुख्य आरोपी तुषार गोयल, दिल्ली प्रदेश कांग्रेस के आरटीआई सेल का अध्यक्ष नहीं।
Shazia Almi and Tehseen Pulawala stay on. Yes, Shazia Almi. What's the charge? 2022, if he was part of a Congress party, does that make him a Congress leader today?
So first of all, I'd like to say, look at the amounts we're talking about. I mean, this is scary to just think of. We're talking about cocaine, we're talking about this quantity, and we're talking about this man called Tushar Goyal. Thankfully, he's been nabbed. Can you imagine what would have happened had he been allowed to work freely and distribute cocaine and have the youth of Delhi and around NCT
What is caught is less than
it.
10% of what is actually doing the rounds in our country. So that's the more alarming part. So nearly 50,000 to 60,000 crores worth of cocaine is circulating in our country.
Even if it's 10% or 2% or even 1%, the fact is finally it's been nabbed, and I wish all of it could be nabbed. I mean, we're talking about something that is serving, death on steroids. We're talking about cocaine and the worst kind of habits, a worst kind of life that we could give to a youth and give them access to drugs. That's one.
Right.
But more than that, within 2 years, this man becomes a kingpin of this entire drug syndicate or cartel, where you're talking about huge numbers. So until 22, end of 22, he was with Congress party. So are they saying that because he was expelled, later on he started his career and suddenly became in 1.5 years this big kingpin? So obviously he has strong links with the party, and not just that, he was heading the RTI cell, and there are enough pictures on his Facebook to show even currently that he is dealing with the Congress leaders. So while he has been out and thrown out because of anti-party activities, if you see his Facebook profile and other details, until few months back or 3 months back, he is posing with top Congress leaders. So how can Congress deny any link with him whatsoever? On one charge, he might have been thrown out, but are we saying that at that point of time, he had nothing to do with drugs, and suddenly, in 1.5 years, he becomes so big in this new business, because earlier had nothing to do with drugs, that he becomes this kingpin and mastermind of handling such a huge numbers of cocaine. I mean, this is scary. I mean, marijuana, just to read about it.
Hydroponic
So I think there
marijuana
is
and
something
cocaine,
much
yeah.
more, and I'm sure. I mean, the first time I'm hearing of hydroponic marijuana, I thought hydroponic happened with, sprouts and, other things. So, scary. So, obviously, when you talk about that, it's like a drug. It's not organic. It is being, there is a proper investment in it, and it's being grown. There is chemicals involved.
So, here is the allegation,
It's
Tehseen
not
Poonavala.
real. So,
He may
something
not-
scary is happening here.
Yeah,
And it's in Delhi.
He may not be an office bearer of the Congress party, but he is still close to a lot of the Congress leaders. And where was this money going to go to? Was it going to be routed? Were the drugs or the money from these drugs going to be routed into the Haryana elections? That's the allegation that's being made.
So first of all, let me take this opportunity to congratulate the Delhi police. This is phenomenal. Congratulate the Union Home Minister of India. And I want to congratulate the Haryana police. Anand, some of my friends serve in Haryana police. And believe me, narcotics is a serious issue. And I think this is great work that has been done. It doesn't matter whether it is Tushar Goyal or anybody else. These scumbags must be caught. Now let's understand. Once we have scumbags like these who are caught with this amount of cocaine, 5,000 crores, and you're right, Anand, this is just a drop in the ocean. India is facing a massive drug problem, including precursor drugs that are manufactured in the North India, particularly, and they're then spread across and exported. The problem with this is, once we start making it political, we lose the police, etc. They lose the incentive. Look, I can sit here on this show and say Tariq Ahmed Mir, who's arrested by the NIA for supplying arms to the Hizbul Mujahideen, did contest on a BJP ticket. So did Niranjan Hojai, who was then later on convicted. He contested on a BJP ticket in Assam. Mohammad Farooq Khan contested on a BJP ticket. He was also arrested by the NIA. So he contested civic polls in Kashmir. There was a terrorist who had his picture taken by alongside the Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji. Dhruv Saxena, working in the BJP IT cell, was arrested by our intelligence agencies for spying for ISI. This is rubbish. Are we now going to say BJP was doing this, and therefore because Amit Shah ji has a picture with a terrorist, Amit Shah ji is a terrorist? I mean, what? Look, let's on national issues be one. Let's not dumb this down. Tushar Goyal at some point may have joined some political party. These guys are nobodies. The Congress realized this guy is obviously a troublemaker. Throw him out. Same happened with Dhruv Saxena chap, IT cell in the BJP. You guys, when he was arrested, he was in the IT cell. You guys threw him out. How can you make this about political parties and commit? And when you see the Union Home Minister who's doing a decent job of his ministry, come in and dumb this down to, oh, political party funding must be coming there, then you are in the chair. Please arrest. If you don't make this a jumla. Drugs is very serious. It's a very serious. Not only do we have an influx of drugs from Afghanistan coming to India, we have precursor drugs being manufactured in India being exported. We have to take this on. Look at what's happening in Gujarat. Look at the drug problem in Gujarat. It is crazy. Any of your viewers know it. Let's at least unite on this issue and not make this Congress BJP.
Shahzad Almi.
No, we should be totally united on this issue. I agree with Tehseen wholeheartedly. There cannot be politics over it. But can you imagine if any of the, Congress states, if anybody who had any remote connection with BJP had been found with any amount of drugs, can you imagine what the social media would be saying and doing and how that would be used? So because everything is used politically and we know that, you have a problem only because it's all over the place that Tushar Goyal was indeed a member and of Congress, and not just that, he was heading the RTI. Not just that, he was expelled. That is also very evident in end of 22. But besides that, he is there with all the Congress leaders and not one BJP leader, because I've seen. So it's fair enough, because he said what happened in Varanasi, the IT cell, it was BJP which instituted the probe, made sure that there was investigation, and he was thrown in and thrown out. Fair enough. But the fact of the matter is that, you naming all of NI and what they've done, by the same logic, I can say that it was Nehru who threw Sheikh Abdullah in jail for very serious activities, 11 years, and came out and made him I mean, you can say anything, right? So don't just add, how you're extrapolating the whole argument is not fair at all, because there's so much on you that I can keep talking about. But the fact of the matter is, here is a senior congressman and a leader who had been with Congress, who is now a huge kingpin. So either you're saying at that point of time he was not, then how do you explain the fact that 1.5 years he became such a big mastermind of one of the biggest such a big nab and of drugs.
Yeah, he's
so
actually a nodal contact now.
So
it is subject to investigation, but the connections go up to the D company and Dubai. Yeah. Where the sourcing happened and what's happening. So this is an organized cartel, and somebody is part of this organized cartel. That's what it is. Yes, Tehseen.
True, and I get that, Anand, and you're right. And let's get this down. Look, these guys are nobodies. And I will not again blame the BJP, they're nobodies. And the fact of the matter is, if since 2022 he became so big, or prior to that, 10 years, who's in government? Who's in government in Haryana and Delhi? It's your police. We have to catch these guys. I can come here on TV and show you Hafiz Saeed and Ved Prakash ji, very close to the BJP government, sitting and doing chai pe charcha. You blame the Prime Minister because Ved Prakash ji is close to him. You can't do this. Let's get these guys. Let's get them. Drugs is a serious problem. If somebody has 5,600 crore rupees worth cocaine in the heart of the capital, a few kilometers away from where our Prime Minister, Home Minister Rahul Gandhi stays, it is a serious issue. We need to get to the bottom of it. You're right, Anand. It could be the D company. It could be Afghanistan, Pakistan. Let's get our borders correct. Let's see where we are feeling, how this is coming. Let's do that rather than make it political. Why make it political?
The question, the reason for this political suspicion is that if this person was close to a certain set of leaders, were these leaders in the know of this person and what this person was doing, and have any proceeds of this money, this ill-gotten money or this drug money, made its way into active politics? If that has, then what should be done? Let's hope the investigating agencies beyond the politics that's happening are also able to get to the bottom of it and who all are involved. And even if 1 naya paisa of this money has gone into, say, campaigning or into the funding of the electoral work of any of the candidates of any particular party, then there should be some punitive action that should be taken, not just against the candidate but also against the party. And let's hope that the Election Commission also takes cognizance of the same. Shahzad Almi and Tehseen Poonawalla, thank you very, very much. We've got to take a break. But two important updates before we take a break, ladies and gentlemen. One, Zakir Naik's X account has been withheld. It's been withheld in Bharat. That's what we are given to understand. So his handle in Bharat is now blocked. It's been withheld. The other thing, the Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh has just tweeted, and he says that in Narayanpur, Dantewada, around that border area, in an encounter between the security forces and with Naxals, 14 Naxals have been brought down, they've been neutralized. And he says that it's a huge success for the security forces. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Sanatana Dharma fight, and it's Pawan Kalyan, Janasena leader, Deputy Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, who in Tamil challenges those over in Tamil Nadu who want to destroy Sanatana Dharma, saying you try to wipe out Sanatana Dharma will wipe you out. When we come back, stay with us.
هذا العقاب آت حتما بإذن الله تعالى، ولن نتحدث كثيرا فالكلام غدا لسيد هذا العقاب آت حتما بإذن الله تعالى ولن نتحدث كثيرا.
Back on, ladies and gentlemen, and there's a showdown over Sanatana Dharma again, with Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister warning Tamil Nadu Deputy Chief Minister Udayanidhi Stalin. Now, on Thursday, the actor turned politician Pawan Kalyan took a veiled jibe at the DMK leader and said that anyone who tries to wipe out Sanatana Dharma will be wiped out. While addressing a rally in Tirupati, a saffron-clad Pawan Kalyan dared Udayanidhi and said, and I quote, "Don't say that Sanatana Dharma is like a virus and it will be destroyed. Whoever said this, let me tell you, sir, you cannot wipe out Sanatana Dharma. If anyone tries to wipe out Sanatana Dharma, let me tell you from the feet of Lord Balaji, you will be wiped out." Tamil Nadu Deputy CM, who had earlier belittled Bharat's oldest dharma and practice as malaria and dengue, reacted to Pawan Kalyan's dare and stated, "Let's wait and see."
Anyone tries to wipe out Sanatana Dharma, let me tell you, from the feet of Lord Balaji, you will be wiped out.
Pawan Kalyan said Sanatana Dharma cannot be wiped out. Those who said it will be wiped out.
Okay, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Thank you.
Pulla Rao ji, political analyst backing the DMK, is joining us, and we also have Bolisetti Satyanarayana ji from the Janasena. Namaste. Thank you very, very much. Why did Mr. Pawan Kalyan have to say this from Tirupati Balaji? What was the thought process behind this? Because he immediately broke into Tamil for a bit. He said there are a lot of Tamilians there, and this is my message to whoever called Sanatana Dharma virus. What's the thought process? Is the Janasena planning to move into Tamil Nadu? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Who are you? Who are you asking?
I'm asking the Janasena spokesperson, Satyanarayana. Yeah.
It's me. Namaste. Good evening. I'm SSV Palavalsa. I'm the General Secretary from Janasena Party.
Namaste, ma'am. Good evening. I got your name wrong. Thank you. Please go ahead, please.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Good evening. Yeah. Regarding just know what the statement was, like first of all, we all are like Indians, unity in diversity. On the books and the lectures, it will be really good, but to follow, it's really difficult. Honestly, what Pawan Kalyan Garu said, you have to, every Indian, every Hindu Dharma who is following Sanatana Dharma should feel proud, because Pawan Kalyan Garu always says, first principle, he has 7 principles in the party. That is the main ideology for launching the party. One of the main principle is about this, respect the religion, and that is the main clutch. Really, I mean it, because here the religion, the dharma is really, we don't know to which religion, to which caste we are going to fall, but that is divine. Really, it is divine. We don't know. When we are in that, we need to protect our religion and also respect the other religion. That is what Pawan Kalyan Garu is saying. That is the main, honestly I'll say, the main root of the whole issue. Here, but the prasadam of Lord Balaji is considered to be polluted. It's not a food adulteration. Honestly, it's not a food adulteration. It is negligent towards the TTT board, earlier TTT board, and the board members. What has happened? That is now the main point to be discussed.
No, but why is Mr. Pawan Kalyan making this statement with what's been said in Tamil Nadu? What is the intent? Is the Janasena planning to move into Tamil Nadu?
It's not like that. It's not political, because Tirupati is near to, it's under the territorially, it is near to Tamil Nadu, and also Hindus, the Dharma, because it is connected territorially there. Pawan Kalyan Garu is saying it's not that moving. Maybe that the other way, it's a good thing. It's not political now. We'll talk about only that topic, because It's not that.
So you are saying that Pawan Kalyan Garu has made this statement because he feels for Sanatan Dharma very strongly, and anybody who's trying to say anything, he will say he has taken them on. Okay, Pula Rauji, your point? Yashaswini ji is making his point.
There's been an exchange of words, a lot of strong words. There should be action, and I think Stalin has said, let's wait and see. That was a very calm reply, and I welcome anyone. Mr. Pawan Kalyan's words are, the words have to, very powerful, strong words have to go on to action. What will the actions be? When you want to protect something, there should be an action plan. The words are not enough, as you know very well personally. These are large forces, international forces operating in India everywhere. And just a statement will not get you anything, maybe a little bit of exuberance, but it is not, there's no action plan. Therefore, if you want to advance your project, you have to have some plan. No plan has been announced so far. It's not enough to say I'm going to protect it. What is your plan? How will you manage it? What the vast forces, what I've said you can very well understand as far as this is concerned. And, therefore, perhaps we'll see in the next few days. Mr. Pawan Kalyan will come out with something, how he proposes to work. And respectfully, Madam has also spoken something about...
So you don't have a problem with the DMK working out on a plan to destroy Sanatan Dharma, but you are wondering whether Mr. Pawan Kalyan has a plan out to how to save Sanatan Dharma.
Have I said that? And instead, I'll give you a beautiful plan. Mr. Pawan Kalyan, I've been trying to tell the Andhra politicians on all channels, you have been screaming from the housetop to free Hindu temples. Why don't you free Tirupati now? Simple majority in the Legislative Assembly, Tirupati can be brought out from the Hindu Religious Endowments Act. You would have scored a very big point. Why don't you do it? Just now I heard the respected representative of Janasena saying Laddu was polluted. Okay, fine. Why don't you leave it? Why don't you say, we are going to leave this temple, give it to the Hindus? That is the real step. That is the action. Why don't you do it? The BJP is part of that alliance. BJP says in Tamil Nadu, 80,000 temples, 70,000 temples. Leave it. Leave them. Why don't they say that in Andhra? Don't you agree with me? This will be a great beginning for their project. If they say, okay, now, they can manage it. Okay. It's not such a big expense. They only have 5 to 10,000 crores is the budget. Huge companies are being managed in India, lakhs and lakhs of crores. I'm sure it can be well managed. Why doesn't the government in Andhra Pradesh pass a simple resolution?
He won't do it in Tamil Nadu, but let the government of Andhra Pradesh do it. We will say we will destroy Sanatana Dharma. Why we will control the state temples in Tamil Nadu? But those who are saying we will protect Sanatana Dharma should let go of the controls on the temple. Should those who are going to destroy Sanatana Dharma let go of the temples, or should those who are wanting to protect Sanatana Dharma let go of the temples?
I have a simple one-line question to you. Would you support such a move as advancing? Tirupati is the biggest temple. We all respect it. I go to it.
My submission all along has been that temples administration should not interfere in agamas. Temple administration should be done only by those who have been mandated by the trust or the deity itself. Secondly, political interference in running Hindu temples should not happen unless requested, unless ordered by the court or requested by the Devasam board itself, and that too only for administration, never into the agamas. That's my standard stated position all along. So there is no deviation from that, and it applies first to Tamil Nadu, then to Andhra Pradesh, and of course to the rest of Bharat, including Kerala and other states, even in North India, including Uttarakhand, including Maharashtra, including Odisha. Every state must follow this. But Yashaswini ji, the question is, why is Mr. Pawan Kalyan not saying anything about what they will do with the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam? And why not walk the talk? If you really want to free Sanatan Dharma and uphold Sanatan Dharma.
No. Whole and large, I repeat, he is always, Pawan Kalyan is, honestly, he's saying to protect Sanatana Dharma. It's not against any individual or any state over here. Throughout the Andhra and also throughout the country, he has given a call. See, if anything hurts the beliefs and the trust and the faith of Sanatana Dharma, you have to protect. You should raise your voice. It's not only Sanatana Dharma, because now the issue is Sanatana Dharma. We are talking about that. if it happens even in other religions, the same thing will occur. Now that as of now the Sanatana Dharma is affected because honestly, mostly of the population belong to Hindus here overall, but things are taken for granted. Why? Why this negligence? It's not only the prasadam, through and through. It is totally neglected. So
my point is, what is the Janasena's response going to be? What is the Janasena's, Yashaswini ji, what is the Janasena's response going to be to Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin, who has said, let's wait and see?
Yeah.
Let's wait and see itself says whether we'll get wiped out or will Sanatan Dharma get wiped out of Tamil Nadu?
I'll tell you here, if something happens in your house and my house, will we say that? Let's wait and see. Is it the statement? Because it has happened to God. And you'll take it for granted. Anything may occur. You'll say wait and see. You shouldn't. You should not say more than our family. It's the religion, our origin, our identification.
Okay, let me ask you one more thing, Yashaswini ji. Let me ask you one more thing. When did Udayanidhi Stalin say all of this? He said it in April. Udayanidhi Stalin made this statement about Sanatana Dharma in April, March, April this year. Okay, earlier this year, right? When is Mr. Pawan Kalyan making this statement about Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin and Andimuthu Raja? He is making the statement in October this year. So from March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6-7 months, Mr. Pawan Kalyan was not offended?
No, 1 second. Here, now, the time has come. Now, Pawan Kalyan Garu is showing all these examples. Why we are saying like that? Wait and see. Like he's quoting some issues, some leader statements, saying everybody is taking for granted. It is it's an ongoing process from the past many years.
Is there a reason why he's chosen now and not April, May 2024? Is there a reason why he's chosen that day in front of Lord Balaji to single out Tamil Nadu and speak in Tamil? What is the actual reason? Why is he waking up to this 7 months later is my question. Because I'm not doubting his commitment to his Sanatan Dharma, nor am I doubting his fierce propagation of Hindutva and his devotion to Lord Balaji. My point is, when this statement were made at that time, why didn't Pawan Kalyan Garu say anything?
Yeah, I'll tell you here. Because I told you in the starting of my whatever the speech or whatever the discussion,
argument,
I said, I'll come again to the point. He spoke in English, he spoke in Telugu, he spoke in Hindi and also Tamil. As I told you, territorially, near to Tirupati, Chennai is near to the Tamil Nadu is near to the place. So it will connect to the public, to Tamilians who can understand Tamil. So it is more appropriate. What's wrong in it? He also, it's not that because in English, like national channels, all these things, they'll be getting connected. He need to clarify. He want to convey the message in the right manner. So he spoke in English. So these are the things.
All that he's done is welcome. He may have said it and a lot of people cheered it also. My question is, why 7 months later? 1. 2, what is the intent behind it?
There is no intention here. I think we are going to the other way of case. Because here, crystal clear.
So as Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin said,
the time has come. That's what I said.
Let's wait and see. 9,500 years plus Sanatan Pratha and Sanatan Dharma remains. Even through the entire Mughal period and the British colonial times, Sanatan Dharma remains. Nobody can wipe out Sanatan Dharma. What will happen in Tamil Nadu? Let's wait and see. We'll pause there. Yashaswini ji and Pularao ji, thank you very, very much. We're going to take a very, very short break on that note, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. Coming up, escalating situation in West Asia. Ayatollah Khamenei on the day when there is a mourning of Nasrallah makes some very, very strong statements. What do they mean and what is the interpretation by top government sources? We'll let you know. And Dr. Jaishankar will lead the team for the SCO summit in Pakistan. Big development. Stay with us for the details.
At L'Oréal Group.
هذا العقاب آت حتما بإذن الله تعالى، ولن نتحدث كثيرا فالكلام غدا لسيد الله تعالى ولن نتحدث كثيرا فالكلام غدا لسيد
Amid the escalating situation in West Asia, the Gulf Arab countries told Iran that they intend to remain neutral amid the conflict between Iran and Israel. As per media reports, in CNN News 18's exclusive, officials from the Gulf Arab states discussed de-escalation with Iran during the meetings in Qatar. The report said Khamenei's speech is just an optics to consolidate Muslims' Ummah support. He wants the whole Muslim world and every Muslim, including Arab world, to join the war against Israel. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's sermon was delivered under pressure after attack on Israel, and according to the assessment of Indian intelligence agencies, in his speech, Khamenei said that Iran's recent missile attack on Israel was legal and legitimate and was the minimum punishment for Israel's crimes. Khamenei told a huge crowd during the Friday prayer sermons that Iran will not procrastinate nor act hastily to carry out its duty in confronting Israel, adding that the missile attack on Israel was legal and legitimate. The Iranian leadership is under pressure from Iranian hardliners to act against Israel, and the Iranian leadership knows its weaknesses. Iranians have already shown a weakness by asking Israel not to retaliate, and this message was sent just to save the problems in the future. That's what the assessment states. According to intel sources, Israel is also aware these attacks were carried out after pressure from hardliners in Iran. Khamenei's speech is nothing new. I'm quoting the assessment. As usual, he tried to bring Muslim Ummah in this war against Israel. In the past too, he has given similar speeches, and the aim is to preserve his image. He was also very clear about his support for anti-Israeli militia groups such as the Hamas and Hezbollah, portraying it as an Islamic duty. He also praised the Hamas for the October 7 attack, the massacre against Israeli people that happened in 2023. He also gave another warning of direct missile strikes from Iranian soil if needed. This is what sources have told CNN News 18. His message is directed more towards non-Iranian supporters of the militia groups such as the Hezbollah and Hamas, who are leaderless and have lost many leaders in the recent months. This was for the Muslim countries than addressing the Iranian population. In fact, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei spoke in Arabic and also Persian, both for domestic and Arab audience. By speaking in Arabic, Khamenei tried to mobilize people from the Arab countries to put pressure on their rulers to support Iran. In the Muslim world, they have support from Lebanon and Palestine so far, and they expect more support in case of the Western attack. He also clearly told Arab rulers that they should come with Iran and that he was not challenging them or their sovereignty. He also said Israel is a threat to Muslim world unity and they must finish Israel and America, as it is spending millions of dollars to finish them. This is what sources have said. With that, it's a wrap of this edition of The Right Stand.
Good evening, this is Brass Tacks. I'm Zakir Jacob. There is a full-fledged face-off between two deputy chief ministers in southern India, between Pawan Kalyan, deputy chief minister of Andhra Pradesh, and Udayanidhi Stalin, deputy chief minister of Tamil Nadu. The bone of contention is Sanatana Dharma. Pawan Kalyan has advised Stalin Jr., who is really junior to him by age and experience, not to malign or abuse Sanatana Dharma as he's done in the past. Remember, Stalin Jr. had got into a bit of a hot pickle some months ago when he compared Sanatana Dharma to dengue and cholera and how it needs to be eradicated. Pawan Kalyan has also issued an ominous warning saying that Hindus will not tolerate any kind of slander or abuse of Sanatana Dharma. Stalin Jr., who's just now been elevated just in the last few days to Deputy Chief Minister and most likely to succeed his father, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, as and when he hangs up his boots, he has now responded by saying, and again, pretty coded language being used here, wait and we shall see.